guys, it's Sarah, and I am here with the last part of my 30 days list. And after I am done with the process, I will do a live flip through for you. So I will have that at the end of this video. But I do have one more spread here that I need to do. So list number 27. This one is pictures I wish I had, or a photo that I wish I had. And this one, I was trying to find something that had, that was camera themed, I guess. And this word right here that says click was perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. This is from an October Afternoon Daily Flash sticker sheet that I've had for a very long time. So I am going to use that. And I'm just going to spell out the word click here. And then there's a little camera there as well. And then there's also this little gold camera from an Ali Edwards, kind of like a tear apart sheet. So I'm going to use that underneath the 27. And the picture I wish I had was my entire family with my grandparents from both sides. That's what I wish I had. I wish I had an entire family from both my mom's side and my dad's side all together in one picture. I think that would be amazing, and it would be a lot of people. Unfortunately, we can't do that because all of my grandparents have passed on, but that would have been really cool to have that. All right, so I used a piece of purple stripe washi tape in the middle, and I'm going to go ahead and separate my list that way, and then I will move on to 28. And number 28 is daily rituals or daily routines. So things that I do on a daily basis. So I had that really large Amy Tan sticker sheet or sticker that says just part of the routine. So I'm going to use that, and I thought that was pretty perfect. Some of these things just really fit in perfectly with these lists, so I'm really glad I pulled this stuff out. And then that Ali Edwards, another gold word tile there, says hello everyday routines. And then I'm going to use these basic gray letter stickers, but I don't have enough to spell out routine. So instead of routine, I'm going to do daily ritual. And I don't have an S, so I'm just going to leave it the way it is. So daily ritual. And these are just things that I do on a daily basis. Number 1 is coffee, usually 2 cups, I put in parentheses. Number 2 is phone scrolling, so I'm going through Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. Twitter, not quite as much. I kind of can't stand Twitter. I'm only on there for booktube stuff, but I check Instagram and I check Facebook and Goodreads and all that. And then number 3 is something creative, whether I'm scrapbooking or I'm planning some scrapbooking stuff or I'm reading, something like that. I'm always doing one of those things every single day. Even if I'm not actually scrapbooking, I'm usually making plans for something. Then I have this little chair here from the sticker sheet, and I don't know why it made sense at the time, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to add, I think I want to add a word tile on top of that, like a little word strip. And I found one that's gray. It says, I love right now, so I'm going to do that. And then my husband calls me, so I'm going to talk to him on speakerphone while I'm finishing up because he wanted to have a conversation. So I'm just going to finish this up while I'm talking to him. And I'm going to move on to number 29. So for number 29 is my favorite movies, and I love that. And then I found this little fun film strip sticker, so I overlaid that over the camera over by 27, like an old school film in the camera type thing. So I thought that was cute. All right, so I put that on there. And then for number 29, like I said, was my favorite movies. And I'm thinking, as I'm trying to decide what I'm going to use, I'm trying to think because I know I have like a top 5, but sometimes it's really hard to remember all of them. So I'm literally like just going to sit here and make some stuff and then try to remember. But I have that sticker that says true story, so I'm going to put that down here as well. I am reinforced it over by where the straps are of the Traveler's Journal just so I can make sure it's not going to lift it up at all. And now I'm trying to find some letter stickers where I can actually spell out favorite movies. And I find these Studio Calico ones that are by Tim and Beck. So I'm going to use these. I really like the font on these. I think they're really cool. So I'm going to spell out favorite movies. And then I'm going to start listing them. So my number 1 favorite movie of all time is Romeo and Juliet. And that is the one with Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes. I put number 2, Super Troopers, and number 3, Titanic, number 4, Top Gun, and number 5, Julie and Julia. I do have a lot of really, movies that I love, so it's hard to put it into a top 5. I just kind of put the ones that I have seen over and over and over again, and I would sit down and watch again in a heartbeat, so that's kind of how I made my choices there. But number 1 is Romeo and Juliet. It has been for a very long time. It would take a lot to top that, so... All right, so I used up the last piece of that pink ribbon and another piece of washi tape, and then I'm going to do my last one. So list number 30 are things I want to finish in 2016. So this album and this list was out in 2016. So I have to keep that in mind as I'm doing this one because it's not super relevant anymore because now we're into March of 2017. But I still wanted to complete it. So I just had to think about things that I really wanted to finish by the end of last year. And I included those, even if they were things that I did finish. So I added some white rub-ons to the number 29 up there and then the OMG card. There's Layla coming to see me while I was finishing up. She keeps playing with my paper trimmer, I swear. Okay, so things I want to finish in 2016. So number 1 is reach my Goodreads goal, which I did. I surpassed it actually. Number 2, make plans for my channels for 2017, which I did. Number 3, plans to work through my stash more, which I have done that as well. So just coming up with some projects and things to kind of work through my stash. This happens to be one of them. And so I added that little good things rub-on the bottom, and then over on the number 28, I added that daily life little banner there that I found. I thought that was pretty good for the everyday routines. And guys, that's going to be it. So I'm going to come back here live in just a second and go through the entire thing with you. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will be back again soon with some more mini Mondays. Hope you guys, it's Sarah. So I have just finished up my 30 list little traveler's notebook entry here. So I'm really happy that I went back and got this done, even though it took me a few months to get back to it. But I'm really happy I did. I really liked the way it turned out, and I used up a whole bunch of just kind of random stuff that has been sitting on my desk for way too long. So I'll do just a really quick flip through since I did do process videos for absolutely everything. I won't go through all the lists and stuff, but this is my little opening page here. And then I have 30 days of lists. And so I have 2 lists per page, which ends up being perfect. So I had all of the circles here are the repetition, and that's how I did my numbers for whatever day it was. And so I'm just kind of was using up a bunch of just die cuts. That's mainly what I was trying to go for here, is a whole bunch of die cuts being used and, layering them up and all that stuff. I did try to keep this not super bulky. I didn't want it really bulky because it is a traveler's notebook, but I was really just able to use so much. And I'm really, really happy that I had stuff to use for every prompt, and I made some stuff work. So I'm really happy with the way that it ended up turning out. I used up a whole bunch of stickers too. I had a little book of Amy Tangerine stickers that I ended up, getting to throw a whole sheet away from because I used them. So that's good. But yeah, so this is it. I'm really, really happy with it, and that's the end of it there. So I literally used up half of my notebook here because this is the center of this first little insert. So I don't know what else I'm going to put in here quite yet. I don't think I'm going to do another 30 days at all, but I really do like the way that it turned out, and I'll figure out something else, just to kind of add in here. The theme of this is going to be kind of like currently type things, so maybe every so often I'll just kind of write some, do a page about maybe TV shows I'm watching or, books I'm reading or something. So just kind of like a little bit of a random, at the time what's going on. So I'm really happy that I went back and did this and I got it done. So that was my mini Mondays for the month of March. So now I'm going to take a week off and figure out what I want to work on next. And I will be back with that very soon. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Have a great day. Bye.